Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Eloshai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Much respect to Yakim and Aguafium, pushing the work of the Lord in true faith and sincerity, upon by his sacrifice, man. So today in this lesson, this edification, I'm basically going over how, who is our true family, man. Who is our true family? Because little do you know and think that, our family that we see visually, our carnal family, those are not our true families, according to the scriptures, man. In this lesson, you're gonna find out that who our true family is, man. Because if you really think about it, man, family's fake, man. Family, especially if you're a minority, especially if you're a so-called black man, you're a minority, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. Family is fake, man. Family don't want you to succeed, man. You ask family for something, they make an excuse, And when you was in the world, your family was never there for you when you really needed them. When you was depressed, when you was all that, when you really needed something, even if you asked them for a little thing, man, they'll make an excuse about, why they can't do it, And that hurts, man. So, but the thing is, man, when you find out who your true family, according to the scriptures, will always be there for you, man. And will comfort you, man, and will bless you, and will ultimately suffer, affliction with you, man. But our families here, man, we'll see them on the other side, man. Our carnal families are wicked, out of order, and they're ultimately never there for you, man. Blood, it's not blood what makes you family, man. It's about the action. It's about the relationship, man. Consistent relationship, man. And sometimes family, man, it just uses you, man. And ultimately, the scriptures also say, man, that, a man's foes, are those of his own household, man. So our carnal families are our enemies, man. Spiritually our enemies, man, because the majority of all of them are demons, man. They're out of order, and sometimes our family don't even rock with us like that, man. In the scriptures it says that a prophet is not even loved in his own city, man. His own place. So like these people, are not, really there for us, man. Our carnal families, they're not really there for us, man. And we have to remember that even in the future, our family will turn against us, man. Our families will ride us out. We have to continue to meditate and remember that, man. Of course, if you're living with your family, you give them respect. You try to, love them, but you can't really love them here, man, because they're out of order, They're out of order, man. Soon our family's gonna turn against us, man. The spirit of betrayal is gonna be heavy, man. And how most of our families are, man. They love Esau the Edomite. So if Esau tells them, to cast us out, and bring us into him, our families will be quick to do that, man, because they love Esau, man. They're mingled with the serpent, and especially the black woman, mothers, man. Single mothers, man. It's horrible, man. I just can't wait back to the kingdom. When we go to the kingdom, households will not be divided, and all that, man. Everything's gonna be decently in order, man. But first, let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 10. What's the book of Matthew? Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 35. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 35, and it reads, "For I come," no, Salat. Let's read verse 33. 33. Matthew 10 and 33. Matthew 10 and 33, and it reads, "But whosoever shall deny me before men, I will also deny before my Father which is in heaven. So, if you deny the Lord, before men, before your family and all that, because a lot of our families, man, they don't rock with Yahweh Shai, man. Majority of our family, those are the same spirits, from the ancient days that said to Yahweh Shai, when he was, being, when he was going through gruesome pain, on the cross, and all that, they said, may his blood be upon us and our children. So you got to remember that, man. So if we deny, we can't be denying the Lord, in front of our family. We should be in great boldness, man. We should continue to keep the faith, even if our family don't rock with us, man. So if you deny the Lord, the Lord's gonna deny you before the Father, Yahweh, which is in heaven. In verse 34, think not that I have come to send peace on the earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword, man. So Yahweh Shai came, to bring a sword, that division, the destruction. He's coming with a sword, man, to destroy. Verse 35, to the point, for I come to send a man at variance against his father. So Yahweh Shai came to put variance, meaning division, against the father, the mother against the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes will be those of his own household, man. So at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai is the spirit of division. So ultimately, if you're truly doing the work of the Lord, you will be divided from your family, man. You'll be divided from friends, family, all that, man, because now you're on a different level. And ultimately, when you're dealing with Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai is the Holy Spirit. So if you're dealing with the Kakodash, the Holy Spirit, then you're going to be at variance with your family, man. When you come to this truth, you tend to see that you're not as close to your family anymore, because you see, all the fakeness. You see all that, man. And the scriptures say, man, and he that increaseth in knowledge, increaseth of sorrow, man. And us brothers, man, we go through it. I'm not the only person who's going through, family things, and all that, really seeing the true side of family and all that, but, that's what's going to happen, man. When you have eyes to see and ears to hear, it's going to hurt, but, it's building us up, man. We can't fold, man. And in verse 37, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, man. So if you love your father or mother more than Yahweh Shai, you're not worthy of him. If you love your family more than Yahweh Shai, then you're not worthy of him, man. And he that loveth the son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So if you a brother, and you got a son or a daughter, you got kids, if you love them more than the Lord, then you're not worthy of Yahweh Shai, man. Even in the ancient days, Abraham was about to sacrifice, his own son for the Lord, man. That's the type of mentality you should have, man. You'd be willing to sacrifice anything for the Lord, So the Lord's going to test you like that, man, to see if you're truly worthy of him. If you're truly worthy, then you're going to leave even your family behind, man. In verse 38, and he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me, man. So, man, if you're not taking your cross, man, you're not basically bearing your cross, meaning that you fully in this thing. You as they would say, balls deep in this truth, man. You deep in this truth. You deep, sorry, brothers are animated, I'm just trying to make funny, but, more of the story, you got to be very deep, you got to be fully rooted in this thing. You got to bear your cross, man, and, and follow after me. So, you got to take your cross and leave everything behind, and follow after the Lord, man. If you don't do that, man, you're not worthy of the Lord, man. In verse 39, and he that findeth his life shall lose it, man. So if you try to find your life, man, and all that in this world, you're going to lose it, man. And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it, man. So us brothers, man, the true sincere brothers, you know, hopeful elect, you know, we losing our life, man. We lost our lives, man. Brothers, you know, are probably successful in the world. Brothers are probably cool with their family, you know, before they got into the truth, you know, and all that, you know, but you have to ultimately lose everything to find your true self, man. You know, to find who you truly are, man. And ultimately, if we're losing everything for the Lord's sake, man, we're losing love from loved ones. You know, we're losing love from the world, you know, for Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so if we lose our life, man, we're going to find our true life, man. We're going to find it, man. You know, and it being salvation, you know. And now, let's go to the book of Matthew, you know, chapter 12. Let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 12, man, to see, you know, who's our true family, man. And even Yahweh Shai, you know, was questioned, man, you know, who, you know, basically who was his family. You know, and Yahweh Shai was basically speaking, you know, in he was speaking in dark sayings. So a lot of people, you know, like, yo, what the fuck? People were thinking like, you know, he's like, damn, yo, that's your family, man. You know, aren't you Joseph's son? You know, aren't you Mary's son? You know, and all that. But you know, he said something spiritual, and you have to be spiritual to understand what Yahweh Shai is about to say, man. So if you go, let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 12 and verse 46. Matthew 12 and 46, and my heading says Yahweh Shai's true family, man. So this is going to show who his true family is, man. You know, who's our true family, you know, and all that. Let's go to the book of Matthew chapter 12 and 46, and it reads, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. You know, so when Yahweh Shai, you know, is basically prophesying, you know, among the people, you know, his mother, you know, and his brothers, you know, his brethren, you know, stood without, you know, basically trying to, you know, speak to him, but you're basically interrupting they were interrupting his prophesying, his preaching, man. In verse 47, then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. So basically, man, you know, a dude, since Yahweh Shai was basically ignoring his family, you know, because he was prophesying, he was at work, man. You can't disturb someone at work, you know. So basically, you know, they were you know, he was ignoring them, and then the dude, you know, was like, yo, bro, that's your mom, that's your brother, man. Why are you ignoring them? You know, they want to talk to you, bro. In verse 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? You know? And you know, and yeah, like the dude, you know, after he asked, yo, dude, why aren't you answering your family, man? And Yahweh Shai asked the dude who asked that, you know, he said, yo, who's my mom? Who's my brothers, man? Who's my brother, man? You know, in verse 49, and he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren, man. So look what he just did. He said, he questioned, he was like, yo, who is my mother and who's my brother? And obviously, you know, he knew that, you know, Mary's obviously his mom, you know, and, you know, all James and all of them were his brothers. But he was it's a spiritual thing. You have to see, you know, you have to see why he made that question, and he put emphasis on that rhetorical question, man. You know, in verse 49, and he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brother. So he looked at the disciples, and what do disciples do? The work of the Lord, you know. In verse 50, let's go to verse 50. Whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother, man. So he looked at the disciples for a reason, and now he just explained it. Whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven. So those, you know, who do the will of the Father, you know, keep the laws, you know, do the works, rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, you know, the same is my brother, sister, and mother, man. So that's who our true family is, man. You know, those who do the work of the Lord, you know? Because at the end of the day, the brotherhood, you know, the ones who's doing the work of the Lord, they always gonna stick by your side. They always gonna help you when you need something, man. You know, family right now is fake, man. You know, our regular family is just fake. You know, brothers, you even look at it from a deeper standpoint, man. When you was in the world, you know, you probably could have been something big. You know, you probably could have, been a successful, entertainer or, something like that. But your parents never, your family never put you out there. They never helped you. They never aided you. They never put you at the right place at the right time because their focus wasn't on you. They were too stubborn and only focusing on themselves, man. So you got to remember that too. But in the truth, brothers always got your back. The Lord always got your back, man. You know, brothers do their best they can to try to help you out no matter what. You don't ever see brothers making excuses, man. When you ask them for something, man, they give it to you immediately, man. And most importantly, the our Father in heaven, Yahweh Shai, that's the Father in heaven, Yahweh, that's our true Father, man. The fathers that we have right now is carnal, fleshly father. That's just our babysitter, man. For now. But the Lord, we know our true father now, man. You know how someone gets adopted, they don't know who their father is. Kind of spiritually, we kind of adopted by our fleshly, parents, man, and family. But now, since we know who our true father is, which is Yahweh Bashim El Shai, we abide in his ways, man. We ultimately follow the legacy of Yahweh Shai and do the work, man. So ultimately, those who do the will of the Lord, those who are our true family, man. That's the people, who we should be, mourning with and all that, man. Because they're on the same level as they actually understand and comprehend the sayings, man, that we say. So with that, Lord, when we ratify to give our praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim El Shai, Ba'ashim Kakradash, Shalom Makim, stay up, keep the faith.